We do have breaking news this evening. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in Manhattan after a grand jury indicted him.
He's not going to last very long. He's going to squeal like a pig, and there's an awful lot of powerful people that cannot have that. So watch out for the Epstein treatment.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get!
Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, has found himself in the middle of an explosive scandal, arrested in New York City. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The man who's often seen as untouchable is now threatening to take down other big names in Hollywood and the rap industry. The question is, who will be next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up!
Diddy's arrest has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. But this is more than just a simple court case. It's about secrets, betrayal, and revenge. Could Diddy expose some of the biggest names in the game? Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jay-Z could be caught in the crossfire. And let's not forget those who allegedly helped to bring him down. Cassie Ventura, Lil Rod, Jaguar Wright, and former bodyguard Gene Deal.
Behind bars. This dude had every indication that he would get for doing that, and certainly that he would get blacklisted from the whole music industry. Props, bro. And thanks to 50 Cent or whoever else helped protect him and bring these charges.
The stakes have never been higher. It all started just hours ago. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in New York City, sending the media into a frenzy. According to his attorney, the charges against Diddy are serious, but the exact details of what led to the arrest remain murky. Fans have flooded social media with reactions, questioning how a man who once ruled the music industry could fall so far. The whole industry about to collapse. He got all of them in those freaky videos. How you think your favorite rap artist famous? One person commented. Took them long enough, a second person added. While a third person write, well, it's about time. Diddy parties have been canceled. The arrest is directly tied to a bombshell lawsuit filed by Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr., a record producer from Chicago. In a shocking 105-page federal complaint, Jones accused Diddy of being part of an illegal racketeering enterprise. The details in this lawsuit are enough to make anyone's skin crawl. Jones claims to have irrefutable evidence that Diddy not only procured and distributed drugs, but also solicited escorts, some who were very young, to perform lewd acts. Even more disturbing, these acts were allegedly videotaped by Diddy as part of a twisted blackmail scheme. According to the lawsuit, Diddy had a stockpile of specific alcohol bottles laced with drugs like ecstasy, which he forced women to drink. Jones also alleges that Diddy would threaten him with bodily harm if he didn't comply with his demands. The lawsuit goes on to describe a harrowing encounter between Jones and actor Cuba Gooding Jr., who allegedly groped Jones while they were alone on a yacht. The environment that Diddy created for his inner circle was reportedly filled with substances, illegal firearms, and coercion. Diddy built an empire, making him one of the most influential figures in music. From producing hit records to shaping the careers of artists like Biggie, he had it all. But behind the scenes, many claim there's a darker side to Diddy, a side that's now coming to light. And with Diddy furious about the exposure, he's allegedly threatening to take down everyone who has dirt on him. However, it might not be as easy as he thinks. For years, rumors swirled around Sean Diddy Combs and his secret dealings, with many comparing his alleged underground activities to those of Jeffrey Epstein. The whispers have grown louder, and now, with Diddy behind bars, many wonder, could the same powerful elites who silenced Epstein be coming for Diddy next?
He's not going to last very long. He's going to squeal like a fucking pig, and there's an awful lot of powerful people that cannot have that. So watch out for the Epstein treatment.
Diddy has long been accused of running an alleged blackmail ring, a dark and complex network designed to control some of the biggest names in Hollywood and beyond, producers, musicians, politicians, and more. And this wasn't just about money. Sources suggest that Diddy wielded power through manipulation, allegedly holding secrets that could ruin careers. It's even been said that Diddy promoted an era of degenerate music that some believe normalized toxic behavior and poisoned society for years. Behind the glitz and glamour of Bad Boy Records was a darker enterprise, one accused of exploiting individuals while pushing destructive messages through mainstream culture.
Now, the charges haven't been made public just yet. In fact, the indictment was sealed. But according to the New York Times, a person familiar with the prosecution says they believe Diddy faces charges of racketeering and
Could this be the reason powerful figures are now aligning against him, determined to ensure Diddy never tells his side of the story? The criminal enterprise that Diddy's been accused of orchestrating extends far beyond the world of music. We're not just talking about financial fraud or the occasional dirty deal. Allegations range from substance distribution to the most disturbing accusations of all, human tea-ficking and blackmail at the highest level. For those who once believed Diddy's empire was built on talent and hustle, this arrest is a bitter wake-up call. There's a growing belief that his rise to power wasn't as clean as it seemed. In fact, federal agencies have reportedly been investigating Diddy for months, slowly building a case while gathering evidence that could implicate other major players in the entertainment industry. But it wasn't until recently that things took a dramatic turn. Just days before Diddy's arrest, insiders reported that he was allegedly planning to leave the country to escape the charges. Authorities had no choice but to act swiftly. The original plan was to arrest Diddy at a later date, but his rumored escape plot caused Homeland Security to accelerate their timeline.
Things fishy. Now, whether it's directly involving P. Diddy or whether they're trying to utilize him to dime out others, something is awry. Let's just say it doesn't look good.
Diddy, who had relocated to New York in anticipation of the charges, believed he had more time. But when federal agents swooped into his Midtown hotel, it became clear that his time had run out. You can only imagine the panic that set in when Diddy realized things were closing in on him. Led by U.S. Attorney Damian Williams, Homeland Security made their move. They took Diddy into custody in a swift, coordinated operation. A sealed indictment filed by the Southern District of New York was all it took to bring the once untouchable mogul down. But what's even more shocking is that Diddy had voluntarily moved to New York, thinking he could stay ahead of the charges. The comparisons to Jeffrey Epstein are hard to ignore. Both men are believed to have held sway over the powerful, both had their fingers in various high-profile industries, and both were allegedly involved in a criminal network that went far beyond what the public could imagine. Some insiders are even suggesting that powerful elites are now moving to silence Diddy, just as they did with Epstein. Could Diddy face the same fate as Epstein, taken down before he reveals too much? Sources close to Diddy claim that he's not going down without a fight. In fact, he's allegedly ready to expose some of the biggest names in the industry: Cuba Gooding Jr., Jay-Z, and more. Cuba, who has had his own share of legal troubles, might have a lot to lose if Diddy decides to drag him into the spotlight. As the layers of Sean Diddy Combs' empire begin to peel away, it's becoming clear that the scandal doesn't stop with him. Allegations from his former producer Rodney Jones Jr., also known as Lil Rod, have dragged even more high-profile figures into the mess. One name that has resurfaced is Cuba Gooding Jr., a once beloved Oscar-winning actor who's faced his own share of misconduct allegations. According to a complaint filed by Jones, his time working as a producer for Diddy wasn't just about music. In the 70-page suit filed in February, Jones claims he was forced into intimate activities with prostitutes and repeatedly subjected to unwanted advances by Diddy himself, including inappropriate touching and coercion. The most chilling part of these accusations? Jones says he was possibly drugged, subjected to humiliation rituals, and cheated out of over $50,000 for his work on Diddy's Love album, released in September 2023. But the accusations don't stop there. Jones' lawsuit paints a disturbing picture of a music industry controlled by money, power, and dark rituals. He alleges that Diddy tried to pressure him into a homosexual relationship, which, according to Jones, is a normal practice within certain circles in the industry. But what's perhaps even more shocking is Jones's detailed account of his interactions with some of Diddy's famous friends, one of whom is Cuba Gooding Jr. In a chilling revelation, Jones claims that during his time working with Diddy, he was introduced to Gooding, who allegedly subjected him to unwanted touching and groping. According to the suit, Cuba Gooding Jr. fondled Jones's legs, inner thighs, back, and shoulders during their encounters. Cuba Gooding Jr., who has faced multiple accusations of misconduct over the years, now finds his name entangled in the web of scandals surrounding Diddy.
Lawsuits, accusations from multiple women, and in 2022, he pled guilty to forcibly touching a waitress in a nightclub.
Jones's complaint paints a picture of an industry where power dynamics were exploited and boundaries were crossed on a regular basis. And it wasn't just Diddy. His inner circle and friends, like Gooding, allegedly participated in and normalized these behaviors. Jones's lawsuit goes even further, accusing Diddy of operating a RICO enterprise, a criminal organization that extends far beyond the typical misconduct one might expect. This alleged conspiracy isn't just limited to Diddy. Diddy. High-ranking executives, including Universal Music Group's CEO, Sir Lucian Grange, and former Motown CEO, Ethiopia Habtemariam, have also been named in the suit for their involvement in, or neglect of, Diddy's illicit activities. Jones claims that during his time working with Diddy, he was forced to record hundreds of hours of footage documenting illegal activities. From the drug-fueled parties to the manipulation of young artists, Jones's footage allegedly holds the key to exposing what he calls a criminal enterprise, one that stretches across the entertainment industry. And this includes the behavior of some of Diddy's closest allies, like Cuba Gooding Jr. As for Jay-Z, his longtime success might be at risk if Diddy decides to spill all the secrets. They've known each other for years, and Diddy probably knows things that could cause real damage to Jay-Z's career if they come out. In fact, it seems Jay might be already taking measure to ensure he doesn't suffer the same fate as Diddy. In a recent interview, Jaguar made some strong claims, implying that Jay-Z played a role in bringing down Diddy. These allegations have ignited heated discussions and speculation in the music world. Jaguar, recognized for her frank opinions, didn't hold back as she talked about the supposed manipulation and exploitation in the music industry. During the interview, Jaguar raised crucial questions, probing the timing and motives behind Diddy's current predicament.
So why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time.
During her candid conversation, Wright drew parallels to the handling of controversial figures in the industry, drawing comparisons to R. Kelly's downfall and hinting at an alleged pattern orchestrated by Jay-Z. And when asked about who might be next in line within this purported series of orchestrated events, Wright pointedly mentioned Sean Diddy Combs, suggesting that Jay-Z was setting him up for a fall.
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
Wright went on to detail a sequence of alleged manipulations by Jay-Z, referencing past associates and collaborators. According to her claims, Jay-Z had lined up figures like Damon Dash and the late Notorious Big, supposedly stealing their life and identity. These accusations bring forth a complex narrative of betrayal and power dynamics within the music industry's upper echelons. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Beigel, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life identity and took his love, Wright stated, painting a picture of calculated actions against key figures in rap history. The most shocking assertion made by Wright was her insinuation that Jay-Z's intentions extended to R. Kelly, another embattled figure in the music industry. He wants to be the one, she claimed, hinting at Jay-Z's alleged desire for dominance or control within the narrative of these high-profile incidents. But is there any truth to what Jaguar is claiming? Well, at first glance, it might not seem like it because everyone knows that Jay-Z has had his fair share of run-ins with the law. One of the most notable legal incidents involving Jay-Z occurred in 1999 when he was arrested for stabbing Lance Rivera, a record executive, at a nightclub in New York City. The altercation reportedly stemmed from a dispute over bootlegging of Jay-Z's album. While the incident resulted in Jay-Z being charged with felony assault, he eventually pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of misdemeanor assault and received 3 years of probation. This event shed light on the sometimes volatile nature of the music industry and the pressures faced by artists like Jay-Z to protect their creative work. Another significant legal hurdle for Jay-Z came in 1999 when he was arrested in connection with a nightclub shooting. Although Jay-Z was not directly involved in the shooting, he faced charges of gun possession after a firearm was found in his vehicle. Ultimately, he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of third-degree weapons possession and received a sentence of 3 years probation. So, could Diddy's downfall lead to a Hollywood and music industry reckoning? Speculation is running wild. There's a long history between Diddy and these celebrities, and the rumors are swirling that he knows secrets that could shake their careers to the core. But what's fueling Diddy's rage the most? It's those who helped expose him, those who've been speaking out against him for years. The most prominent of them is 50 Cent. Diddy's got major beef with 50 Cent, who has never been shy about calling out Diddy's antics. From Instagram trolling to public callouts, 50 has long been a thorn in Diddy's side. What's more, Fifth has been working on a surviving Diddy documentary. Last year, a representative for 50 Cent confirmed to TMZ that the 48-year-old rapper's production company, G-Unit Films and Television, is developing a documentary about the allegations against Combs. The rep said proceeds from the documentary will benefit victims of SA and R. Fifth teased a snippet of the documentary on Instagram on Wednesday. In the clip, Former Bad Boy Records rapper Mark Curry said Combs would spike bottles of Moe with a substance that would make women at nightclubs slippery. Curry alleged that Combs would tell his friends and associates not to drink from certain bottles.
They'd been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they'd be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there.
The whole idea of making a surviving Diddy documentary started as a joke on the internet, but the idea has since gained massive support. On November 18th, the Bad Boy label and record producer's poster with him sitting on a couch and posing arose on Facebook with the title Surviving Puffy and the logo of Netflix on it. Evidently, netizens speculated that someone was making a documentary on the music mogul. Meanwhile, 50 First insinuated that he was considering making a movie called Surviving P. Diddy on November 20th. His suggestion came in the wake of Cassie's lawsuit against the Grammy winner, followed by another lawsuit filed against Diddy's colleague and former Bad Boy label president Harve Pierre on the grounds of AB. In fact, 50 Cent took to his Instagram and posted a since-deleted screenshot of a headline about Pierre's lawsuit, followed by the caption, "I told you they were coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a movie! Surviving P. Diddy, or Diddy, do it or not. Executive produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, coming soon." While the fake Netflix poster of Diddy may have been fan-made, 50 Cent meant that the film on the No Way Out rapper would be under legal scrutiny, just like the 2019 documentary titled Surviving R. Kelly. It was made on the R&B singer, who has since been convicted and imprisoned following AB allegations similar to those of Diddy. Aside from hinting that he was thinking of making a documentary on the Bad Boy label producer, the Get Rich or Die Tryin' rapper also trolled Diddy when he settled the Cassie lawsuit. He joked that the defendant paid that money real quick, but not quick enough to stop other women he has allegedly AB'd over the years. But it's not just 50. Jaguar Wright has shared explosive claims about Diddy, fueling the flames. In a revealing 2022 video, Jaguar Wright uncovered significant details about the original 5 trailblazers of Uptown Records: Andre Harrell, Heavy D, Al B. Sure, Puffy, and Kim Porter, often hailed as the Mount Rushmore members. According to Jaguar Wright, Kim Porter, Andre Harrell, and Heavy D tragically succumbed to mysterious circumstances.
Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead.
Jaguar Wright also pointed out a brush with death experienced by Al B. Sure, indicating a pattern among the group.
The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
Furthermore, Wright disclosed that 3 out of the 4 deceased individuals were in the process of writing books before their untimely deaths. Al B. Sure, on the other hand, was actively involved in creating a documentary. However, Jaguar Wright hinted at suspicions surrounding the lone surviving member, Diddy, formerly known as Puffy, insinuating a sense of skepticism regarding his involvement or knowledge surrounding the circumstances of their deaths. But perhaps no one knows more about Diddy's inner workings than Gene Deal, his former bodyguard, who has been revealing shocking details about Diddy's lifestyle for years. Gene shed light on the lawsuit filed by producer Lil Rod, which alleges disturbing coercion tactics orchestrated by Diddy, including attempts to manipulate individuals into intimate encounters against their will. Speaking on the matter, Gene Deal expressed little surprise at the allegations, citing a pattern of behavior he claims to have witnessed over the years. According to Deal, Diddy's actions are not new.
Leopard don't change his spots, and Diddy been doing this for a real long time, bruh. He been doing this for a long time.
The interview delved into the details of the lawsuit, with Deal providing insights into the alleged modus operandi employed by Diddy. Lil Rod's lawsuit claims that Diddy orchestrated a scenario where a female acquaintance attempted to engage in intimate activities with Lil Rod in front of Diddy and others. Despite Lil Rod's refusal, the pressure allegedly persisted, revealing a disturbing trend of coercion within Diddy's circles. According to Deal, Diddy's tactics allegedly involve using women to manipulate men into compromising situations, often involving substances and coercion.
Bringing girls on to try to convince this other guy to be in a room with another naked man and all this other bullshit. Yo, it all sounds familiar, man.
With Diddy now backed into a corner, it's clear he's furious at those who've exposed his secrets. His frustration is growing, and it's not hard to see why. 50 Cent's relentless trolling of Diddy has only added more fuel to the fire, while Jaguar writes explosive claims about the darker side of the music industry seem like a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. But the real question is, what will Diddy do next? Is he ready to take everyone down with him, including Jay-Z? Or will the weight of his own secrets bring about his downfall? The clock is ticking, and only time will reveal how deep this lawsuit goes. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.